Club.
Yes, thank you very much. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Just a moment, sorry for interruption. I would just request for your name, the professional affiliation, and the sub-county you're coming from. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency the Governor, ladies and gentlemen, all protocol observed. My name is Bernadette Muyomi. I come from Butula Sub-County, and my professional affiliation, I have multiple professions. I'm a nurse, and I'm also a counselor psychologist, but I identify as development work.
Excellency the Governor, all protocol observed. I'm Father Morris Langiri, from the Catholic Diocese of Bungoma, working in Luanya Parish. Yes, that's about me.
Your Excellency the Governor, all protocols observed. I'm Engineer Andrew Meso. I'm a civil engineer by profession, and I'm in charge of the Department of Roads, Public Works, and Energy. Thank you.
Your Excellency, my name is Pekol Mada Dixon, an educationist, former principal. Thank you.
Your Excellency the Governor, all protocol observed. CHRP, Patricia Carolyn Otello. I'm a HR professional, and I represent Nyanza Western in the Council of HR Professionals.
Your Excellency, good morning, and all protocols observed. My name is Bata Okoyo. I'm a business administrator in the energy sector, and I'm in Busia County. Sorry, my silence.
Your Excellency, my name is David Perunu, Chairman Cross Border Traders Association, Busia County.
Your Excellencies, the Governor and the Deputy Governor, all protocols observed. My name is Dr. Alan Govenor, representing the CC Agriculture, Dr. Simplicius Iko.
Your Excellency, the Governor and the Deputy Governor, and all protocols observed. I'm called Evans Mandela Wangata, the Acting Director Budget from Samia Sub-County.
Your Excellency, sir, the Governor of Busia County, and all protocols observed. My name is Roslyn Lumbasi, the Acting Director, County Services. Thank you.
Your Excellency the Governor, all protocol observed. I am really humbled to meet the great men and women of Busia County. My name is Evans Kibet. I work with the Rift Valley Budget Hub, affiliated to the International Budget Partnership. I am here as a guest facilitator, you can see on the program. And I look forward to hearing great views from the people of Busia County. Thank you so much.
Your Excellency, and all protocols observed. I'm Molly Akini. I work for Lake Region Hub, budget facilitator, and I work for SEDE. We are here with Evans.
Your Excellency the Governor, the Deputy Governor, all protocols observed. My name is Pamela Awori, CEC Education and Vocational Training, Busia County, and I come from Samia Sub-County. Thank you.
This is the Governor, Busia County, the Deputy Governor, and all protocol observed. My name is Beatrice Naholi. I'm the CEC, Health and Sanitation, and I come from Matao Sub-County. Thank you.
Your Excellency, the Governor,
Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor, good morning. My name is Sandro Naktari. I'm CEC, Public Service, Administration, and Gender Affairs. I hail from Budalange, Sub-County. Good morning, Your Excellency the Governor, Your Excellency the Deputy Governor. My name is Honorable Sammy Ware, former Member of Parliament for Lebu Songa. I'm an electrical engineer by profession. I'm a farmer. I'm the chairman of Commercial Tea Growers and a friend of Busia County. Thank you very much.
Good morning, Your Excellency the Governor, the Deputy Governor, and all members. Good morning. My name is Roslyn Ojala. I come from Peso North. By profession, I am a hydrometeorologist. I've worked for almost 30 years in the government, and I spearheaded the decentralization strategy for the Ministry of Environment and Natural Resources when it started. So I feel that I should be able to share that experience with the beloved people of this year. Thank you.
Your Excellency, the Governor, the Deputy, my name is Dr. Edward Opinda, Regional Director at Wantley, Educational, Motivational Speaker and Author, and at the same time, a friend of Busia County. Thank you very much.
Your Excellency, the Governor, the Deputy Governor, all protocols observed, Umusia Olakachuna, CC for Trade, Industry, Cooperatives and Investment. Teso South.
Your Excellency the Governor, Your Excellency the Deputy Governor, all protocols observed. My name is Stephen Odhiambo Navajo. I come from Bunyala. Andrew said Budalani. Budalani is the constituency, Bunyala is the sub-county. I'm a former chief economist and director of planning at the National Treasury. And I always say one of the only 4 chief economists since independence. From Masahalia, the late Were, the late Joseph Tessa, the 4th is myself. I think I deserve a clap. So I've worked in government for 33.5 years. And I have 3 associations. Because of Sustainable Development Goals, I'm a member of the Association for Sustainability Practitioners of Kenya as a founder member. Also, as an economist of 34 years experience, I'm a member of the Economic Association of Kenya. And finally, for the benefit of the Langiri, I'm also a Catholic men association, but practicing in the Catholic Church of Mother Teresa in Nairobi. But I'll move to Mundika. Thank you and may God bless you. I've also had the privilege, Your Excellency, to work as the lead consultant for the CIDP that will guide us for the next 5 years. Thank you and may God bless our country.
Your Excellency, the Governor and our Deputy Governor, and all the protocol observed. My name is James Mugesa. I'm a graduate of Commerce. And today I present the business community here. Thank you so much.
Your Excellencies, the Governor, the Deputy Governor, colleagues, CECs, distinguished members of the Budget and Economic Forum. My name is Omboko Innocent. I'm the county attorney. I come from Butla sub-county. Thank you so much.
Your Excellency the Governor, Your Excellency the Deputy Governor, all protocols observed. My name is Olunga Paul Dekwenyi. I'm the CEC in charge of sports, culture, and social services. I come from Teso North. Thank you.
Excellent, the Governor, the Deputy Governor, all protocol observed. My name is Peter Otuoma, CEC Lands, Housing and Urban Development. I come from Nambadi. Thanks.
Your Excellency the Governor, Your Excellency the Deputy Governor, my name is all protocol observed. My name is Cynthia Mutera from Budalangi. I represent civil society, more specifically Abado Mandela Development Foundation. I'm representing civil society here, which is seeking partnership with government. And so that's the model, the open government partnership. OGP is to basically make citizens the center of development to see that initiatives are made. And so we want to see that civil society and government works together in partnership for this. Thank you.
My name is Chris Kemo, resident of Busia, former member of parliament, former minister of finance, currently a farmer, and faithful and loyal supporter of the governor and deputy governor and their government. And we hope that we can be able to input our experiences in various fields to make Busia a better place. Thank you.
His Excellency the Governor and the Deputy Governor and the County Secretary and the Chancellor of Exchequer on account of Busia for Vista. My name is Sitwila Amos Wako. When somebody here said he's an economist, he's the fourth chief economist. And has been an economist for 34 years. I say to myself, Amos Wako has been an economist for 48 years. So should you clap for me, should you clap for him? And we have here Chancellor of Exchequer, former one Chrysanthus Barnabas Okemo, who headed that ministry, where he is a chief economist. If you clap for him, if you also not clap for him. When somebody here says that he's a leader in environmental matters and so on, we have somebody here who crafted the Environmental Management and Control Act, one called Amos Wako. Should you clap for him? If somebody said he was a county clerk, a county attorney, and you have somebody here who actually piloted the county attorney bill through the Senate until it became an act, and then he was appointed. Should he not clap for me? Let me stop there. I can go and on. But basically, a lawyer, profession, an attorney general. As you know, for more than 20 years, I've been senator with second for 2 terms. I've been a commissioner of the UN International Law Commission for 4 terms, which ended on 31st of December 2022. So I'm coming back home again, and I wish to thank the governor and the deputy governor for creating the environment for a new dawn in Busia County. We are just creating it now, but let all of us join hands. Let us all input and ensure that the Busia County takes its place, Mr. Kibet. Busia County will take its place amongst the best counties in Kenya by 2027. Let us all recommit ourselves to that. The cabinet ministers here, I know most of them, and they're all very hardworking, very committed. Let us all realize our dreams, because Busia deserves to be among the very top counties in Kenya. And thank you for the appointment to this position on the forum, where we can share ideas and input and work together to ensure that the next 5 years will be years of gain, not years of lost. Thank you.
Your Excellencies, distinguished colleagues, CECs present, distinguished guests, and ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It's very difficult to introduce oneself after somebody who has received so many claps. I will not be expecting any claps, but I will introduce myself. I'm here representing, if you like, big business, but big business that has very, very strong linkages with the bottom and the hustlers. I have spent not 48, but nearly 40 years in the corporate sector. I've been and still am involved in the different segments within the corporate sector, mainly the automotive and transport sector, the health sector, the agricultural sector, the renewable energy sector, and now the education sector. I've also spent time working in government as a former ambassador of Kenya to Japan, as a director of Vision 2030, as a director of the Communications Authority of Kenya, and now as the chairman of the council of the Kenya School of Tibet, which trains all the lecturers that serve us in the various Tibets. I'm also on SCAC. So any of you who are working for parastatals, watch out. That's the State Corporation Advisory Committee. And above all that, I've also been involved in the establishment and eventually chairing of the private sector umbrella body, KEPSA, Kenya Private Sector Alliance. So that's all I've done. Not enough to deserve a clap. But thank you very, very much for appointing me to this very important council. I come from Funula, Samia sub-county, and have always wanted to do something to put back into the society that I come from in Busia. So I really look forward to this assignment. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I want to request that you allow me to have one person in front to introduce himself, and that is our county secretary.
Your Excellency the Governor, Your Excellency the Deputy Governor, eminent emeritus, honorable members, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Nick Blacko, County Secretary. My career background is in administration, management, and finance. Thank you.
The members present today, just to put it on record, we have here two sides of the members. We have one side which was appointed by His Excellency, those are the CECs. The other side was nominated by various organizations and later appointed as members of CBEF by His Excellency also, and this is pursuant to a requirement of PFM Act 2012 Article 137. So the team that we are having today is well constituted and it's according to the law. I also want to request you are as eminence in this society, you represent the people of Busia County. And through your eminency, I would request that you represent the county in making the society to understand the functions, the things that Busia County is doing. Because I know when the society listen to you, they'll be okay with whatever is happening in the county. I'm also requesting that through your eminency, you connect Busia County in networking for investment opportunities in the entire county and beyond, entire country and beyond. So we'll task you, we'll request you, we'll be reaching out to you to help the county in the growth of it is all issues. And you will assist in ensuring that governance manifestos are made through your help as eminence people. Allow me at this juncture now to welcome His Excellency DG Honorable Arthur Dare. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency, Dr. Otuoma, our Governor, distinguished members of the County Budget and Economic Forum, members of the Executive, distinguished guests, good morning. Thank you all, especially the members of the Budget and Economic Forum for accepting this very, very important role in our county. And when I was thinking about this last night, conscious of the fact that this forum will sit at the apex of the county leadership process, I remembered the story of creation. When God created the world and everything in it, there are two main things. One, He took action, He created, and two, He reviewed by looking at it and He said it is good. And I'm wondering, shall we in 5 years have taken action and be looking at it and saying it is good? May God give us grace, strength, good health, team working, wisdom, so that in 5 years we will look at it and say it is good. And in 1992, there's a gentleman called James Carville, who was the strategist of Bill Clinton in the election, an election that rendered George Bush the elder to be a one-term president. One of the things he said, and that became the slogan of that campaign, if you remember, he said it is the economy. I'm avoiding the last word, which is not necessary in our circumstances. The singular focus on the economy and improvement of lives, I think should drive us all, knowing a lot that there is a lot to be done. And as we pray, as we work, one will then ask, ultimately, when we have spent the 5 years working together, then what? And I know we will define the what, we will work on the how, we will pray for all the things that will help us to get there, and ultimately we will get there. And it's difficult. Having chaired the task force that investigated a lot of the things in this county, I know, and a lot of us know, that for us to even get to a level where we say the county is providing the basics, not even take off, there's a lot of work to be done. There's a lot of courage that is required. There's a lot of wisdom. There's a lot of decisions to be made. And it will need hours of work. It will need courageous decisions. It will need us working, coming together to ensure that this county even begins to provide the basics for its residents. Thank you very much, Your Excellency Governor. Thank you very much for constituting this team. I look forward to us working together and making our country great. And all the pleasure in seeing our great sons and daughters join us in this process, looking in from outside. Thank you very much, and may God bless this forum. Now then, Your Excellency, Governor Busia County, when you were sworn in, I called you newly minted, not anymore. Now you get it. May you please come and address this forum.
Thank you. Thank you, our DG, Arthur Ogera, eminent persons from Busia, our religious leaders, our CECs, the county employees who are gathered here today. Let me also say that it's a great day for us here in Busia to see the men and women assembled here today to start a journey that is going to make this county provide for its citizens and to make a contribution to the nation and the region. I'm not going to read any speech because today we are just supposed to inaugurate this budget and economic forum. And I'm pleased that you have taken it upon yourself to make sure that there is almost 100% attendance. That is already energizing enough. Just to see the attendance that has come, that all members whom we are going to rely on to help us, to consult with, to turn around this county. You are all aware that this county budget and economic forum is provided for under the law. And this law comes under the Public Finance and Management Act of 2012, specifically Section 137, that this forum is going to be responsible for enabling the county government to consult broadly on many aspects of public policy, planning, and financial management. We will be expecting to consult with you. We will be expecting to get wide counsel and wise counsel from you. And I tend to think I'm going to get some answers to some of the questions we get when we are attending forums, either at national level, at regional level, and even within the county. Because we find people who ask us, what happened to Busia? What went wrong with Busia? There was an error, error not in terms of makosa, error in terms of a period, when most good things came from Busia. When you meet these great sons and daughters of Kenya, they'll be telling you, you know, my teacher, my lecturer, my guider, my boss was so and so from Busia. But yet, the issues that Busia is now grappling with, we are worse off than some of those other parts of the country. Just for health sector's sake, I remember I met Professor Camaro. We were with the CC Health in the Lake Basin. And they were telling us that, you know, some of our lecturers were Professor Diambo, Professor Nelson Awori, Professor Pamba. Those are our teachers at the medical school. But in Busia now, people are dying from urinating disease. Ugonjwa kukojoa. That's how they put it in English. And ugonjwa wa kukojoa meant simple things like prostate cancer, breast cancer. We are having serious issues with the dialysis. We are unable to give those services to our people. Our people are suffering, moving all over, trying just to get dialysis. And we are not able to provide those kind of services here. Our mothers and our daughters are getting advanced cases of cancer because we are unable to do those early diagnosis and early detections here. And these are issues that are being discussed in forums. And the key question was, what happened to Busia? Because the people who taught us, the people who made us what we are today, were people from Busia. But now all statistics, all indicators are showing Busia to be the bottom of all these things. Our dear sons and daughters here, as I speak, we have the highest rate in the country of malnutrition and stunted growth of children. Our children are not just stunted in growth, but even mentally. And it is at 22%. Those are figures. I think as we speak now, there's another team from here that is meeting UNICEF in Eldoret. And they were the people who are giving us these statistics. And they have also called economic planners here, our technical teams here, just to go there and find out what can we do to reverse. Because at 22% rate, we are the highest in the country, which means almost over 20% of our population is already disadvantaged and dependent even before they become adults. Especially when they talk about mental stunting, you know what that means in terms of any society. Our Human Development Index, you are aware, we are, I think, among the lowest in the country. Is it 0.4 something? Huh? Around 0.64. That is national, but Busia.
We are just there.
I think 0.4 from the figures that I was getting. National is 0.6. Busia was being given 0.4 in terms of our Human Development Index, and you know what that measures: education, health, you know, economic well-being of the people. So I just want to call upon this team that has sacrificed its time and is looking forward to help us in reversing some of these issues. We will be embarking very soon on our budget-making process for 2023-2024, maybe in another 2 months' time. I know that we are just almost in the process of finishing the supplementary, but we hope you'll get opportunity also to input, as much as I know that it has gone in advanced stages. Thereafter, I think one of the most immediate assignments that we will be embarking on is to look at the county physical strategy and the budget review outlook, as I have said, during that physical period. And of course, the county integrated development plan for 2023-2027. We have just in the process of almost finalizing. But we hope that your input is going to help us to see where we have shortcomings and what we are going to do. The other issue that we are looking forward to work very closely with this membership is that for the purposes of guiding county sustainable development, so that we know how to move forward. I'm also very much aware that we have got a forum called IBEC, that is Intergovernmental Budget and Economic Council. And I think you are expected to play a major role, even in terms of the act, the way it was crafted, that you are going to guide us, how we engage. And I know in the current restructuring of national government, that is now under the office of the Deputy President, the Deputy President's office. And the output there is normally very important for counties on some of the functions that we are supposed to carry out. The regulations are also there that guide this forum on what is expected out of you. And I'm sure Tibet, those will be some of the things that you will be going through. But as you have heard, this team is not a team that is fresh from anywhere. This is a team that carries a lot of experience. We have had here the former Minister for Finance, we have our former Attorney General, and our former Senator. And on that note, let me give apologies for our current Senator, Okiya Mtata. He was supposed to have joined us, but he was having some court matter in Nairobi. But he intends to join us next time as our Senator. So those apologies that he sent. So sitaki kusema mengi because I don't know what to say before these gurus and teachers. Because mimi nikiingia siasa, hadi wamekuwa pale. I worry here, Dennis, my former alumni also. The school he went to is where I went. And I know the legacy you people have, the tradition, the working culture that has been there and that guides us. And I hope that is what we are also going to be able to give this society. So that Busia does not go in a decay now. You know, in history, we used to read about great empires that collapsed. And they used to give us reasons why they rose and why they collapsed. So Busia today also, we may not be doing as well as we expected. But I'm sure those are now just lessons learned. What is important is how we can move forward. What we can do to move forward. Our food security, we are also in dear need. We have even told our CC education that we must have feeding programs for our ECD children, because that's the reality. Some of these children are going to school there without a meal. You can imagine a child of ECD without any meal, any hot meal, and we say that should become also a priority. But for us to be able to give them food, that is not going to happen when we are importing everything. Our dear eminent sons and daughters here, today the onions, the tomatoes we are consuming here, they are coming from Tanzania. Even vegetables, milk from Nandi, and even now more from Uganda, not even Nandi, powdered milk from Uganda, maize from Uganda. So when you're having a county where an average person does not have an economic activity, and yet we are supposed to import and buy food, that tells you the dire situation that we are in. Our chief economist, these are the realities. I don't know, you are looking at me like you are a stranger here. Because these indicators, we get them from you people, the economists. Yeah? And you remember my economic advisor is also one of your colleagues from of many years at the ministry. So we are trying to look for answers and solutions. And that's why we are leaning back at the national level to see who are these sons and daughters who can help us reverse. Our revenue collection, our dear eminent people, has been going down from the time when we were a county council. We used to collect more than even what we are collecting. And it has been on a downward trend. Our budget making process has brought us a question how we have been achieving it. I mean, how we have been doing it. Because when you hear that all source revenue, you are going to collect 800 million or 1 billion, and you collect 200 million, to me that cannot be planned. That cannot be. And what that has done is that it has disorganized the whole society. Because the business people are crying, and I'm happy that members of the business community are here. Dennis Awori here has been chair of KEPSA and others, and is still in the corporate world. You know, when government policies are not business friendly, what that does to a society. Because to me, I believe it's businesses that generate wealth and will tax. Now, if you are not generating wealth, what else can you do? You start squeezing water out of a stone. So those are the models that we're saying we need to really look at. And I'm looking forward to this committee working with our teams here, our CC Finance, the team, your technical teams that are here, to help us get solutions and move forward. And I'm happy that we have a galaxy of sons and daughters of this county from all areas, even our college here, Father Langiri. I'm sure every day you are dealing with also, other than spiritual matters, you're also dealing with socio-economic issues that are bedeviling this society. Next week, people will be going to school. You'll think this has been, it's an emergency. Because all of a sudden, everybody will be running around this weekend. my kids need to go to school. Mtoto ameitwa from 1. How do they go? Those are issues. I saw in Mandera, in fact, the county government has done something that maybe we need to check how they have done it. That they have declared all secondary schools free. The county government is doing it. I don't know how Mandera has been able to pull off. Maybe as you settle down and look into some of these things, you will be advising us what they have done. Because I just saw it in the governance forum. Mandera is the first county to declare secondary education. I know in Kenya nationally, the government has been doing, but there's still some cost that comes somewhere. But you know further what I'm talking about, that by next week, people will be at our doors looking for bursary. I told CC again, education, to prepare for that. So that when these things are happening, it is not again like an emergency. Because we know that back to school is there next week, and a lot of people will be wanting some assistance. Their children, if we don't pay their school fees, they will not take up their Form 1 places. Those are the key things. Our flagship projects, I'm sure I'm letting now this team to input in what is going to be flagship projects. But our eminent sons, just this side from Corinda here, as you enter town, has been an eyesore. Because everybody who comes and just looks at us like that, he doesn't think this is a serious place to invest. So I hope as you think through, we also need to know what we are going to do with this road. There's currently a national government subsidized fertilizer program that is going on, but we are also again aware that giving fertilizer, free fertilizer is one thing, but getting food production out of it is another thing. So we need to think through some of these processes on how we are going to be able. And the planting season, as I speak, is just 6 weeks away. Am I wrong? The agriculture people are here. Planting season is how many weeks? 4 to 6 weeks away. Yeah. And if we don't have a proper plan, we'll be talking about registering households. But at the end of the day, when we say now, what is our food security situation? When our economists here start giving us figures, we may still find that we have not made any major milestone. So we hope we are going to be helped through that. With those very many remarks, I want to declare that this meeting now is properly. Is that the way I'm supposed to do it? Madam Chair? Is that the way I'm supposed to do it?
Your Excellency, before you leave, I would request that you take a group photo.
But what are we supposed to declare?
Officially inaugurated.
Okay. There must be, I thought there will be some process, but I want to wish you good deliberations. And I look forward to working with you. Thank you. God bless you. As I think, sorry, as the CC had said, I'll just rush to Alupe for their graduation, and I'll be coming back to join this team if time will allow. Asante sana. God bless you.
Your Excellency, you have not inaugurated, as you must say.
That's what I was asking her. Do I say it is now officially, or is there some process?
No, just your statement is the
Okay. I now want to say that the county budget and economic forum is now officially inaugurated. But you have your protocol, you let me down something.
Governor, when you will be coming back, the faces will be tired, and I request that before we get tired, we just take a group photo.